About 6 weeks ago, I made an Instagram reel showing people how exactly I go about creating black hair in Blender. Thought it was going to be a really cool video. I just put it out there in the universe. Little did I know, however, that this video would gain a lot of engagement. I think we're currently at 29,000 views. Crazy. And I thought to myself, well, you know, you could watch that video over and over and over and over again, or I can just make a longer video showing you step by step how I did it. Before we get into the video, if you're new to the channel, my name is Jacob Elias. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Without further ado, let's just get right into it. Alright, so first off, if you want to follow along with this tutorial and you have Blender, this model is actually in the description. All you have to do is just go in the description, download it. It's an FBX file. Once you open it, you're going to hit import, and when you hit import, you're going to select FBX, and it will be labeled as default head. And once you click on that and drop it in, you'll be able to follow along. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to head over into edit mode. So how to get there is just you're going to hit tab, and once you go there, you're going to see all these little squares. Now the whole premise is the whole idea is that you want to highlight the portion of the head that you want to have hair on it. So what we're going to do is we're going to click and drag, and you know what, no, we're going to grab a little bit more. And we're gonna go, and keep in mind this is 3D, so we gotta go all around the head. So we're gonna hold shift and drag again. With shift still held, we're going to drag again, and all four sides have been highlighted. So now with all this highlighted, we're going to hit shift and D, and now you see that this part is floating, right? So we're gonna right click, which will bring it back into place. And then what you're going to do is hit P and selection. Now what we just did is that we made that part of the head its own item. So anything I do moving forward to this part of the head will not affect the rest of the skull. So now with this portion selected, we're going to head over to particle properties, and we're going to hit the plus sign. And from this, we're going to click on hair. And now you just see all this, right? So what we're going to do is that we're going to lower the hair length, and we're going to probably lower it to 1. And if it's still a little too long, you can even lower it a little bit more. Now, the only thing is that we want to add a little bit more hair to our character's head. So you're going to go over to numbers, and you're going to change this either to like a 5,000 or 8,000. Now I'm currently using a MacBook Pro 16-inch Pro, so I can go over to 8,000 and it won't like. Basically, in a nutshell, just know what type of laptop you're using to get an idea of how many numbers of hairs you can put on your character's head, because the last thing you want is for you to do something like this and then, you know, Blender just, you know, shuts down altogether. So yeah, we are good in this department, so we're going to close the mission. Well, actually no, it's like we're going to close the mission, and we're going to head over now to render. Now in render, we're going to change the steps from 3, and we're going to change it to 7. And the reason for that is because basically, let's say this is our hair strand, right? And you know what, if someone in the comments can explain this a little bit better than me, by all means go for it. So basically, this is a hair strand, right? We're telling Blender that with this hair strand, we want it to be able to move in 7 different directions. So 1 step, 2 step, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? So now the hair can move and hold a lot more directions, because black hair is a lot more curlier, and once we start adding more and more to the hair, you'll see why we need to change the steps to 7. So make sure the steps in render are at 7, right? So we're done in this department, so we're gonna head over now to viewport display. And in viewport display, we're also going to change the strand steps to 7 for the same exact reason. Close that and head over to children. And with children selected, we're going to go to interpolated. And we're going to change display amount to 20 and render amount to 20 as well. We are going to keep the length the same, threshold, seed, all that the same. And we're going to now head over to clumping. Clumping is just as important because it kind of gives the material a little bit more roughness. So we're going to head over, we're going to use our clump curve, and basically this will give our hair some more movement, hence why we had to change the strand steps. So we're going to drag this guy all the way down here. We're going to grab this portion and we're going to kind of just pull it up towards here. And then we're going to drag this around here. All right. So now we're good on clump, and we're going to open up roughness. Now this is the part that is going to change everything. So you're going to go over the uniform and you're going to hit 0.05. Now it looks a little lopsided and weird, but that's going to change in just 1 second. Now you're going to head over to size, you're going to hit 0.01, and voila. Now the thing is, our hair is looking pretty good. You know, this is kind of the texture we wanted to begin with. But now you can get a little bit experimental here, right? So we're gonna head over to parting, and we're just going to drag this guy up a little bit. Now again, this all depends on what sort of laptop you're using. So if you're using a Windows, I would not even mess with this. But I'm doing this because every single black hair texture is not the same. So I'm messing with parting a little bit more because I want to give it a little bit more roughness and indicate that the hairs are like standing out a little bit more. So if we even zoom in, you know, we see, you see like the little cuts in here and stuff. Like this is what we want. This is exactly what we want. All right. So we're good in this department. Now kink, honestly, you don't really need to mess with this. You do not, you rarely need to mess with this. So this is mostly for like if you want to do dreads or braiding and stuff like that, which by the way, if you're interested in learning about that, let me know in the comment section. I'll be glad to show you guys how to do that. And yeah, actually we are pretty much done. Now all we gotta do is give it some color, and I actually want to make it a little bit shorter. We're gonna make the hair a little bit shorter, so let's open up emission, and we're just gonna lower it a little bit more, a little bit more. Oh, not too much, not too much. All right, so we're gonna go from this mode over to here, and well, first off, let me change the lighting. Sorry. Perfect. Great. So now with the hair selected again, we're going to head over into material properties, and we're going to change the base color of the hair, and we're going to change it to black. So all you gotta do is just drag it down. Oop. I realized that I did not make the head its own material yet. So to change that, we're going to hit new. And since this is a black hair tutorial, I'm going to go over into the orange section here, like around here, and then just drag this little guy down till you get a nice little melanated chocolate color here. And all you gotta do is click here and hit the minus, and there we go. Now we want the ears to be the same, so we're going to open up this little tab here, click on there, and then we want the ear over here to be the exact same, and we're gonna click on that. And guys, guess what? You just made black hair. Congratulations. And yeah, man, listen, I wish that there was more tutorials like this online, And I'm just really happy that you guys found value in the video I made on Instagram, and hopefully you find just as more value now that you know step by step how to do this. Feel free to try this out. When you finish, you can put it on Instagram. Make sure to tag me and let me know if you found it successful. Hopefully we can go over how to groom black hair if that's something you're interested in, so we can do fades and other things like that, give our character parts and stuff like that. But yeah, man, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure that you like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe. We're on the road to 2,000 subs. And yeah, thanks for watching. And if you are into these types of videos, please leave the feedback in the comments and what you would like to see moving forward.